get it kind of mocked up like that. Then I grab the cover, which I've had off screen for a while, and I bring that in, and I pull it over top, and then you can pick a corner. I usually pick the corner close to me, and I don't know why, but on the right hand side, I'm pretty consistent about that. And first couple of these I used all body weight to put together. Just keep it all lined up. It gets a little tricky, but you get one side started. And got to take the glasses off. That's an OPA thing. And get lined up. I'm gonna start this. A little bit of racket. Make sure everything is still in place all the way around. And give a little tap down the line. A little further down the line. A little further down the line. I think you're getting the idea. I'm going to get to the corner, and then of course, you know, it's just going to want to not behave on you. You're going to want to get that in there before you tap too close to that. Because really it's got to kind of be done all together. And then I just got that nice and tight on that corner. And we're just going to go right around. Get some breakage in there, not a biggie. Like I said, I've never really used glue on the cover. There's just so much friction in each one of these teeth that it just doesn't want to go anywhere, even under full loading. And I'm not sure you can hear me over the tapping. All right, so these guys in here, they're not full height like these. And so when you have the full height, you can tap on this. The nice concrete surface here is pushing back up. This back one doesn't have the benefit of that, and this middle one doesn't. Originally I had a whole row in here, and that was pretty torturous. And you can see that end, this end, not too bad. And the middle, not too bad. So you're gonna come around, and if you're struggling a little bit on this, which I'm not here, it's going quite nicely. But what you can do is take some of the dividers, if you bought dividers, get them under there. Hopefully you can see that. Get them under there and give yourself something to pound against. If you don't have the dividers, you can get a book and so forth. But actually that went quite nicely. And you bring flush up against it, flush up against the surface, and you got a box. There it is. You can see I'm not being very ginger about that hinge. It works quite nicely. You can see some of that separation though here that I mentioned. And so I guess there is one more tool that I use, and that's masking tape or painter's tape. And I'll get the glue in this and pull it together with the painter's tape and let it sit overnight. But I'm gonna keep rolling. I don't see any need to stop and transition on this one. I hope the video is still running. It is. Great. So usually inside of these teeth, I'm not concentrating, I guess, but the inside of these teeth, get some glue on there. These are usually a little tighter to fit, so, and they're too small to really use your body weight on. So if you were using your body weight up until now, you may want to switch to something with a little tap to it. Get those going in there. And these are the corners reinforcers. And what they do is I found when the box is full of weight, it wants to rack. And because I designed it to look like a book and fit on a shelf like a book, which, you know, I thought was so much cooler than just a storage box. But having it like a book creates some racking. And what the corner guards do is they stop that racking, they arrest that racking, and it's a little little trick there. And I don't, I like the bracketing. If you've been on my site and you've seen the hand painted one and you are planning on doing it yourself and decorating it, that's a detail you can easily hide in that decoration if you don't like it. But I think it's kind of handsome. I like the, even in the all natural, I'm playing with the staining idea, but even in the all natural, I like the burnt wood edges and everything. I think it's got a cool aesthetic. If you get the full etched Cthulhu from Mr. Zorano, the artist for that, who I do pay a licensing fee to use his material, but I don't mind because I think it looks great. And that's that earlier Codex that you saw, the assembled one that I use for Arkham Horror. I think it looks quite nice, like it's been burned in, maybe by the Elder God himself. All right, so this guy, be careful on this one. If you did get a divider, you can use the divider, get in there. I hope I'm in frame, but you don't, oh, a little off course there. Nothing we can't fix, but you don't want to pound on these guys on the outside. You can, if you got a good aim, you can pound on the inside. If you got a good aim, you can pound on the outside, but if you don't, you want to pound on the inside with this divider. And this guy's giving me a little run for my money here. Probably the nervousness. Been on camera for a while here, and not my thing. I'd rather be behind the computer designing a new one, which actually I am in the works of a high capacity version that has 4 rows. Because I joined a tech shop, I have access to a bigger machine now, bigger laser than I had at my place of employment, and that is a wrap. But that larger machine is going to allow me to do a 4 divided vertical stacking card codex that I don't know if I'm going to call it the XL or the HC. And the glue is dried and it's a little stiff, and maybe I was a little too liberal with it, but usually if you work it back and forth a little bit, it all works out. So I think I'll do that actually with a butter knife off camera, or I don't want to hide anything. I just went and grabbed a knife. That's all I did. I haven't even, it's still rather stiff there, and I'm going to work it a little bit behind it and get it to ease up a little bit, that's all. And once it gets loosened up, it'll be fine. That's probably a little over anxious with the glue being on camera. Sorry about that. There we go. Ta-da. All right. Do we need to show how to put dividers in? Probably not, but we'll chuck a couple in. I designed them so they can be alternated, and you can you have to put one in over the other so they can share the same slot, which is a detail that I developed independently and then found somebody else did it, because it's actually a complaint I had of their storage solution. But you just fill those up, 42, and I'm going to go get my masking tape, and I guess I'll show you how to do that, but that's pretty 101. Okay, so I'm back with my painter's tape, and look at that, I must be getting faster because the glue is still good, and I really haven't had any edits. I guess that's a good sign that I haven't been doing a lot of editing. It's like proof of purchase or something, or proof of concept on the how much off-screen stuff didn't happen. Proving the absence of something, as always. All right, so I'm just gonna use the brush to get that in there. I was telling you about the staining, the high capacity one, and I do think I'll be at some point getting around to other games, because I think a game library should look like a library. It's a little corny, I guess, but I think it's great for these games that just keep adding expansions. I'm thinking of the other Arkham games, as I do enjoy those. I don't know that I'll tackle anything like Mansions of Madness. That thing is just too bulky for this system. And know your strengths, but I just put it in there and tape that up as tight as I can. Let it dry overnight. And there you go. I won't do the other corner. Taking enough of your time. If you're watching this, thank you. It means you have purchased a card codex from OpaMakes on Etsy. And because I probably won't put this on YouTube. But thanks for hanging in there, guys. Good luck with your build, and good luck with your games.